Hey everybody, how you guys doing tonight? I got the Rajasaurus done. And I think he turned out pretty damn good. So here's his body. All finished up and painted. I mean, I got to clear coat it still, which I got the clear coat right there. But I'll do that tomorrow when the sun's out and it's easier to heat. So here's his head. It's not a bad looking head. You know, just in terms of the painting, like I did some spots on the end of the snout and around the nose here. I did a slightly different color for like the snout region, a little bit of a darker type orange, like with more red mixed in. It still has the articulation and still makes the noises too. That's my favorite one. Anyway, but yeah. I got all the scoots on his face painted, except for those ones right there, I suppose. I didn't see those. But yeah, and then I put some spots on the side of his head. I did the eyeball. I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm gonna grab my little flashlight here. Oh wow, you see it a lot, at least a little bit better now. There's the eyeball with the, you know, all the fancy bits to the eyeball to make it look like an animal there. Like I said, there's the snout, there's the other eyeball. The pupils are a little bit off from one another, but it's not too bad. You got the splintered horn on the top of his head, with the little white eye spots I put on the top of the head to make it look like tiger ears. I thought that was a nice little touch. Like I said, this guy as a whole is pretty much like a tiger. I did a few things differently from Collect Jurassic's repaint. For example, I painted the scoots fully black and gave them, just like I said, a few different details, like the arms are different. Like this arm is straight up missing, and then this one's more like a normal albelosaurid arm, as you can see. Didn't bother to paint the nails on the fingers since they're so small. Still has articulation in the arms. Hence the reason why I did that little short earlier. So this is what the, there we go, wait. Hold on. Actually, it's easier to see with the lights. There's what the arms look like from the underneath. I didn't paint the little articulation points, or I did, but it wore off. But that's okay. Then you're able to see, it's more of a pinkish, it's more of like a really light pink color there. Trying to signify that this is a long healed wound rather than a fresh one. It's scarred over. I don't know. I mean, I guess it ain't really important to know what it lost it as, but you know, I mean, or what it was fighting that it lost its arm to. I don't really got a story there. It's just it lost its arm a while ago. Not that it really affects the animal all that much due to, I mean, look at the size of this arm, you know what I'm saying? It's only like the palm and its fingers have been bit off, you know? But, I mean, yeah, big whoop. There is a few things that, hold on a second, the legs still articulate, for example. There we go. So that's what the midsection looks like there. There's some orange that's still there, but, it's whatever. It ain't like I'm going to be depicting this thing laying down a whole lot anyway. Still got its little voice area. Here's the underneath of it. Here we got these claws and the toes. I did the toes in sort of a white. I figured it would look pretty, or actually no, this ain't white. This whole whitish color is actually just parchment. I didn't mix it with anything. I just used regular parchment. And then, you know, it's orange mixed with some other stuff, then mixed with more orange, and then for like the more redder bits like the head, I did orange with a bit more red, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. I did some white splotches on the side of his legs there, because I figured it'd be kind of a cool little motif, you know, just to add a little bit to it, you know. And then of course the scoots running down the feet are also white. I did the nails in a grayish color. I put some little white specks on there to make it look like dirt, or lighter part of the nails. What are those, like, kind of like calluses, not callus, but like you know, those little things on the end of people's nails. You know, I got them. A few other people got them. You know, they're there. They aren't animals too, so I figure, hey, why not? And then here we got the underneath of the foot. I did kind of a gray, I kind of did like blackish gray streaks to kind of mimic the paw pads on a tiger, but it don't look like that, but I think it still looks relatively nice. Then, yep, there's the Jurassic World logo, and actually it looks really nice on there with the gray, with the hint of gray kind of going down. Yeah, and then I did the stripes going down, and I did a little on its chest here, I did a little bit of a design of like, I don't even know what that is. I mean, I was kind of like, thought it'd be made like a spirit type look, like some sort of spooky specter. No, I'm just fucking with you. It's supposed to be just artistic. Like, I thought it'd be cool as like how tigers kind of got that illusion on their head where they're, on their foreheads, they got like the symbol of king, like the Chinese symbol of king, I think it is. And I thought that'd be kind of fascinating because I couldn't do that on his head. I did put some markings, but you know, nothing really all that fantastic here. But I figured I'd do something on his chest here, and it kind of reminds me of like some sort of like Japanese ghost lady type thing. I say woman just because it's kind of thickish around the head, which kind of reminds me of like some woman's hair, you know, and then it, you know, it evens out around the body. I just thought it'd be a cool little design on there. I relatively like it. Back on in the main body though, what inspired this guy, like I said, was the Collect Jurassic video, where I saw what he did and I was impressed. I was like, whoa, you know, like, that thing looks amazing. I got to do it. And truth be told, I was really unimpressed with the Rajasaurus that came from Mattel. I like a lot of their dinosaurs, don't get me wrong, I really do, but I was like, wow, this thing is very underwhelming compared to a lot of, or actually most of their other creatures, because I really like the Mattel line. It's one of the only lines of dinosaurs I'm even bothering to buy anymore. I mean, I got my fill of, clearly, I reorganized in here, and you guys can clearly see I got my fill of Safari LTD and all that. They kind of bore me nowadays. I need something with articulation, you know, with a decent sculpt. And honestly, when you get the same amount of sculpt, but you also get articulation with a little bit less realism, but I could live with it. Because I could, you know, I could add on to it, you know, and that's the best part about customization. I could turn whatever I want into whatever I want, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to rely on companies to make what I want anymore. And that was my, oh shit. That was my childhood dream, you know, was to have any sort of figurine that I wanted. And now, look at me, I could literally make anything. Although I didn't really make this guy. This is mostly Mattel. I just added a few things. I added the enlarged Gorosaurus, or, well, Tiger S canines. I painted them, and then I painted the rest of the teeth to make it fit with the canines. Also, I got this little chin thing going on down here. You know, I felt it was appropriate. But, yeah, I got that, and then in terms of sculpting, it's mostly just the arms, really. Like these little arms right here, little armies. And then, you know, I did the splintered off horn. Honestly, it was supposed to be like an extra piece of camouflage, but then I think it was Mechagodzilla. It was a guy called Mechagodzilla, and, you know, that shows up in my videos, and, he called it a splintered horn, and frankly, I kind of like the way that sounds. Splintered horn, you know, it's, really like it. And here's just an all-around look, because I don't know if you guys ever get really just an all-around good look at the things I do. Because I'm always flailing around trying to explain stuff. So, yep, here's the scoots, painted in a full black, running down to the tail. And by the way, yeah, this did take a long time. The video was late because I had to go to work, and I spent the night there, so I was there for 3 days, or, well, 2.5 days. So, you know, then yep, you got a little bit of some rough rings around the end of the tail there. Looking quite snazzy. Yes. Oh wait, did some of that get scratched off? Oh, yep, I suppose it did. Alright, well, you guys get the idea. That's supposed to be fully black on the end of the tip, which I'll fix that. But just imagine it's there. But yeah, and then, you know, you got the underneath again. The spooky spirit lady right there. It's like a natural tattoo. Yeah, and then, you know, I did the claws, and I did the dew claw on the side too. These are massive dew claws, right? Like, that ain't just me. Look how big these friggin' dew claws are. Holy shit. Thing looks like a butcher's knife. What is this? It's like almost like it reminds me of like the Velociraptors almost, with how big this thing is. Kind of fits with the whole tiger motif, considering, you know, big cats have pretty large dew claws that are sharp as hell, if anything has to indicate from the house cats I fought with before. And then, yep, you got his head, and all the stripes are different just because it's hard to completely match everything on each side. And I did do that, like I did like a little bit of a darker red on the top of the neck and then transitioned it to a lighter orange. Which, you know, hey, I mean, I always improve. Everybody who makes figurines improves. It's how we get good at it. We start terrible and then we build our way up. Same thing with Clegg Jurassic. I bet his first hybrids looked like shit. Then look at him now. He makes fucking professional looking things. My favorite thing that he made was the Therizinosaurus mixed with the Sarcosuchus. I really like that thing. And then, yeah, you get a side view there, and you get a little spin and a little turn. There's him from the front. Top of the head. It's funny how much those look like ears, because there really is just like a curve on the side of the skull. But, you know. And you're probably thinking, well, some of the scoots are unevenly painted, but there isn't an even amount of scoots on each side of the body. Which, frankly, I kind of like, because it makes it more realistic. Very few animals have symmetrical features when it comes to, like, growths on their body, you know? I mean, look at deer antlers. I mean, they're amazingly random. I mean, they kind of follow a blueprint, but then a few of them just break off from that blueprint. Or, like, start off as the blueprint and then slowly kind of go away from it, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, again, I'm going to have to recolor that in. That happens because it always takes so damn long for me to apply all the right stuff. And you got to get it clear coated quickly, like, once you're done painting. Because this shit just straight up, I don't even know what happens. For the record, everybody, clear coat, for anybody who doesn't know, it keeps the paint on the figurine, and you get it at Ollie's for about $2. So honestly, and you get a whole lot. You got to shake it up for like a good minute before using it, though. Yeah, I mean, honestly, go get yourself some clear coat if you make figurines. It does wonders. On my older car paint figurines, like the Devil Joe right there and the Yangaruga, they don't have clear coat because it's car paint. You know, it's very durable stuff. But with me moving on to acrylics, it's not as durable, so I kind of have to adapt, in other words, you know what I mean? But yeah, honestly, I'm very proud of this guy. Like, I really like how he turned out. He's a beautiful beast for sure. I can't wait to do photo shoots with him. I should have him, like, run out of the woods, like, or I should have, like, one of the water buffaloes I got run away, and, like, this thing bursts out of the jungle after it, you know, because India, yes. Anyway, but yeah, moving on to my little portion here, truly. I wanted to ask you guys, hold on a second, let me turn off this flashlight here. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys this. I was considering doing a playthrough of you know, some sort of video game, and I'm not a big gamer. I'm not even a gamer, really. I mean, I indulge every once in a while. But I wanted to ask you guys if you guys would like me to make a series or anything off of a few video games I got. I got Far Cry Primal. I got Ark Survival Evolved. I got Monster Hunter, but frankly, that one would be a little difficult. It'd be mostly grindy stuff, and frankly, I can't. you know, it's a bit of a process with Monster Hunter, so I prefer not to do that one. I got Maneater. I haven't done that one in a while. But, like I said, I mean, it kind of boils down to either Far Cry Primal or Ark, which are the main video games I got. Like I said, I don't got a whole lot of them. I got that Godzilla game for the PS4, but that one's boring as hell after a while. It wouldn't make too much of an interesting playthrough. Like I said, the only interesting playthroughs I could see the videos making are either Far Cry Primal or Ark. So I'm going to leave the fans or the subscribers to decide, you know, because why not, you know? I mean, I'd add some comedy, tell you guys stories during the more boring parts of the game. You know, just all kinds of stuff, you know? So I'll leave you guys to decide. And on that note, I'm going to end it with my Rajasaurus once again. Everybody, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.